What's up, guys? I don't want to be that guy that says I told you so, but yeah, finally, I wanted to make a video again, not for myself, but for you guys to help you guys and give you guys an update. Because honestly, for me personally, I have nothing else to do. Finally, guys, we broke 81 and 85K on Bitcoin, right? Talked about it for months, and finally, guys, we tapped $99,000 USD per Bitcoin, guys. So obviously, my 81, 85K target is no longer really relevant, but there is something that I do want to talk about right now. Before that, okay, I look at the analytics of this channel. Okay, you guys have the attention span of a golden fish, and that's okay. So I'm gonna give you the most alpha right now in the beginning of the video because I know you guys stop watching after 4 minutes, and the thing with me is I start talking about all the good stuff after the second half of the video, right? But honestly, I feel kind of bad for some people that didn't listen to me. So I'm just gonna go right away and tell you guys that the best trade risk reward right now, guys, is Tesla. Okay, here you go. I gave it to you. It's Tesla, guys. Obviously, in the last video, I talked about it. I talked about it months ago. I told you guys to buy the dip here. We're up a lot. I'm up a lot of money, but honestly, that's nothing compared to where Tesla is going. So the next trade that's gonna change your life, in my humble opinion, and myself included, is going to be Tesla. Honestly, just buy Tesla, leave it in your accounts until 2028. I'm not gonna repeat myself. This is the last time I say this. I might do other videos in the future, but there you go. You have it. Why? Very simple. Go watch my last Tesla video. I have 2 videos I made in the past 6 to 8 months. It's Optimus, it's the robots, guys. It's there, it's coming. You have less than a year to accumulate as much Tesla as humanly possible, and you leave it in your account and you fuck off and you go on vacation. It's going to change in life. All right, so for at least I tried to help you guys. I gave you some good stuff at the beginning of the video. If you don't act upon it or whatever, that's on you anymore. Don't come ask me questions next year about where should I invest my money. That's going to be too late for you. And by the way, it's not financial advice, but that's what I'm personally doing with my money. So going to Bitcoin, guys, super important. Look at the volume here. Okay, we're going to go into technicals a little bit. Okay, and it's going to be very important because you're going to understand. Look at the volume profile here, guys. I put this blue box for a reason here. Okay, look at all the volume. It's now happening at 90K Bitcoin, guys. The volume profile, right, where there was the most transactions was here. But now, right, here there's absolutely no volume. That's why we just skyrocketed, right? Because no one's selling. And now this is the new base for Bitcoin, guys. It's 90K. It's no longer 60K. And that happened in less than 2 months. So that's nuts. I just wanted to show you guys that the new accumulation zone is between 90 and 95K based on volume. So now I'm just going to talk about, where are we going? So this is some data I got from Twitter. It's very accurate. So basically we should continue going up also just based on seasonality until the inauguration of Donald Trump, the new president of the United States of America, right? And afterwards we're gonna have another dip. So basically right now we're in the second half of November. These 2 weeks tend to be seasonally weaker, right? But it doesn't mean we need to go down. It just means that we most likely won't go anywhere in the broad markets. Bitcoin is a whole other topic of conversation. It's a different animal. But broadly, expect the next 2 weeks to be buying opportunity, and afterwards up until January, basically, based on seasonality, and especially until inauguration. And afterwards, we tend to have some little pullbacks, nothing major, but 5 to 10% could happen for the S&P 500. So that's kind of where we're heading right now. So I showed this in my last video, told you guys we were going up. So there you go, guys. We're going up. We're not done yet. Told you that worst case scenario, Bitcoin is gonna do this before it tops, right? I don't know if afterwards we're gonna do this. I'm not sure about that yet. So hopefully you're with me. You joined me when it was the time. please do not FOMO. If you do FOMO because you didn't want to listen to my stuff, please just stick with Bitcoin and Solana. Please do not F this up, guys. All right, so now I'm just gonna go quickly, guys, on where we are in the cycle. I already showed you. We are in the phase 4 right here, guys. And this is where it gets really, really crazy. Okay, so do pay attention. This is important. We enter phase 4, guys, once we break the pink line right here of the Pi cycle moving average. Right? I thought we were going to do that like 6 months ago when we were here. And I posted this in my video. You can go watch back. And I told you guys, once we break this pink line, we're going parabolic. That's the FOMO rally. Okay, now I'm going to give you guys an update because it doesn't look like this anymore. It's actually insane to the upside. It's pretty wild. Okay, so this is the new updated version, right? Because we went sideways right here, right? For 6 months. Okay, and I want to show you guys, this is madness. This is why right now, if you want to FOMO, just buy Bitcoin. The pink line has moved to $121,000 USD per Bitcoin, guys. That is insane. That's crazy. I didn't even see that happening. So technically, guys, we still need to go to 121,000, okay, before we break this pink line and we start the phase 4. So this 6 months of accumulation, in my humble opinion, has created so much energy that's contracted inside of the price of Bitcoin, with reserves of Bitcoin going down. And I'm going to show you this right after. This is setting up to be one of the biggest bull market for Bitcoin ever. We're about to see history, guys, if I'm correct on this. These types of moments, guys, do not happen often. And in the same time, the exchange reserves, guys, just keep going down for the first time in the of all the other cycles I've been trading, guys. Okay, look at this. We were always going up, right? There was always a little bit more supply. OG whales that bought Bitcoin when it was $10, $100, $1,000. You know, they were selling their lifestyle chips and taking profit, right? Which is normal. But look, it just keeps going down. There's no more Bitcoin, and you can see it in the price action, guys. And this is why I realized when we were like just going nowhere here, you know, despite the fact that based on probabilities, we are now at a fourth sigma, fourth standard deviation, the market makers are not able to bring the price down. And there's a lot of leverage, by the way, on the long side. I didn't want to talk about that, but I'm just going to mention that there's a lot of leverage right now of degenerate retail traders that are using leverage on Bitcoin on the long side. So there should be plenty of reason for market makers to bring the price down. They're not able to. There's no more Bitcoin, guys. There's just not enough Bitcoin. Like, this is getting crazy. And this is why we can stay in these high standard deviation for the next months if this continues, honestly. Especially if Washington and the White House decides to go all in on Bitcoin. And then, obviously, right, we can't just wait for that to happen. We also need to look at the internals to make sure that, you know, we're not overheated, because at the moment, right, there's some pretty crazy stuff going on. One of them, right, for Solana, right, always track the top app store, guys. Phantom Wallet is number 5. So that's not good. Okay, when you see that, that's literally my number one thing I'm tracking for the price of Solana. When the Phantom Wallet gets into the top 10, guys, gotta be careful. There's a lot of FOMO. There's a lot of stupid retail trying to buy some Solana to then trade some stupid meme coins, and then it all goes to zero. And then look, we've seen the story. I've been there. That's why I personally don't trade those, and I'm all in Bitcoin, right? But I do like Solana. But this is not a good thing. It's a good thing for adoption, but not for the price, because that could mean that we're close to a peak for Solana, and we could have a nice sharp correction for the price of Solana. Yeah, and then also just Google Trend, right? Bitcoin ETF, that's all right, but just the Bitcoin is going pretty high right now, right? It's going down a little bit, but it's kind of high. Solana coin, also you gotta search for sorry. Yeah, you see, guys, how high this is. So that's why I would be careful chasing Solana at this point. I know it just broke all-time high. I'm very happy. Trust me, my P&L is nice, but we could have a 10% correction. So do be careful. Phantom Wallet, Solana, very important as well to track. And there you go, guys. You see, it reflects the App Store. So do be careful. But the good news is I don't think it's done, guys. So looking at the very popular MVRV score, this is a little bit late. So sorry about that. I took a screenshot a couple of days ago, but we're still very close to the 3 level, maybe 3.5, but we're nowhere near the crazy levels where you need to be cautious. And then this one I like even more is the Bitcoin Power Law Oscillator. Guys, we're so not at the top, it's not even funny. It's insane. We're at 100K basically, $100,000, which was the thumbnail of one of my videos. I told you guys 100K before 2025. It's going to happen. And I think the next level where we're gonna go is 125,000 US dollars per Bitcoin before we have a nice little correction. I think we're gonna blow through 100,000 and everyone's gonna be shocked. I think people are gonna be shocked when they see how fast we blow through $100,000 before year end. So right now, if you FOMO in, guys, if you didn't listen to me for the past 2 years and you're FOMOing, please just FOMO in Bitcoin at least, and you can see, like, you're still not bad when you look at the internals. Like, you didn't miss that much. Of course, I was buying, you know, in here, and then I added here, so my average is way better than yours. But I mean, you're not that high right now. Right now, it's your last chance to get on this train. It's already gone, but it's not going fast right now. It's like it left the station, but it's going to about, like, you know, 10-15 miles an hour. So if you run fast enough, you can get in it, you know what I mean? Like, you can, like, jump on it. But do be careful, especially with size. And if you still do not understand Bitcoin in 2024 or at the end of 2024, well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Bitcoin is an IQ test. If you do not understand what it is till this day, you're not as smart as you probably think. And this is not me saying this because the price is going up. It's about everything that's happening right now around Bitcoin and nations that are about to start competing to buy it next year. That's gonna be nuts, guys. Like, I'm not even that impressed. My portfolios are smashing it right now, but I'm not even that impressed. We're only at 80, 98K right now. You know what I mean? We might go to 100 tonight. I don't know. Just wanted to also show other indicators I like using. The Mayer multiple price bands, right, is also kind of, if you just look at the prices here I put for you, the next resistance is 110,000, guys. It's not 100,000. I think we're gonna smash right through 100,000, and people are not expecting that whatsoever. This is also the Mayer multiple. Again, guys, we're not at the top whatsoever, and we're at 100K basically. That's insane. So after, by the way, I'm gonna show you guys where Bitcoin is going. It's crazy. All right, so I'm done with all these presentations. All right, so now this is the good part, because I know you're not there anymore. So I'm gonna go all in now because you don't like making money, so that's your problem. See you next year. You know, one thing I learned in life, I'm young, but god damn it, people don't change, man. Just move on. Don't waste your time, man, with people. They don't change. They don't want to change. And yeah, anyways. All right, so this is, guys, my cheat code right here. Okay, this is Insanity. By the way, just want to give a shout out to James from Answer Invest, or Invest Answer. I don't remember, but this is a great goddamn indicator. I just got it. Tabby indicator, something like that. It's really nice. And it basically just, with colors, tells you where we are, right, in the cycle. Right now, we just entered the orange zone right here, okay? So it's not really a good time to be buying right now, but, you know, it's like your last chance to FOMO in before we start turning red. And obviously, when we start turning red, right, that's, you know, when you want to start taking profit. So right now, we're basically about to enter the phase 4, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but we're not there whatsoever. So right now I just want to show you guys the Fibonacci channels I use on the logarithmic chart, as well with some Mayer bands that show me the basically the deviations of the price action, with Fibonacci retracements, and also another indicator from James from Answer Invest that I am trying out for the first time. So I'm not sure about that one yet, but it's pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't. It's a Lilo, I think. I don't want to talk about that. I'm trying it out right now, but I'm quite impressed. But anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that yeah, the next target, guys, is 124, 120, something like that. That's the next target. Then the next Fibonacci channel, like where everything basically like coincides, is going to be 174, 180, right? My base case for the top of this cycle was 140, 150,000. I think it's going to be horribly wrong. I think we're smashing through that and we're going to go way higher if we have the nations competing for Bitcoin and all the states in the US creating strategic reserves for their pensions. That's going to be nuts. And then we're smashing through all these levels, guys. You have me on the record. And then, you know, above 200. I'm not going to say more. I don't want to jinx it. But if we do go, I think we're gonna break 200. I don't think we're gonna stay there very long though, especially that I like using Fibonacci retracements, and usually I don't like to hold things when they're above the 3.61 Fibonacci. Everything is basically possible in the market, but you know, when you're trading, you need to have a plan, and so that's kind of what I'm looking at the range based on historical price action with combined with internals and other stuff I'm looking at. Now I'm gonna also show you guys this. I showed you guys this in the past. Super important. This is Bitcoin devised by the M2 money supply. I told you guys once we break that yellow zone right here, right? You see we got rejected multiple times here from that. We tried to break out to go to that second level above in the orange zone, but we kept getting rejected, and then you know we finally had the low in August. And now, guys, we smashed through that. Or look at that. Holy shit. Look how huge this candle. This, I think, is the biggest monthly candle in the history of Bitcoin. And look at that. We just smashed through that yellow line, which was resistance. So now, again, guys, I made this to show you guys months ago where we were going to go once we do break that yellow line. And yeah. We're gonna go here, guys, to the upper channel of the orange zone now. So that's gonna be insane, guys. That's when, you know, you want to start taking profits, by the way. So don't worry, I'm gonna try to update you guys when that happens. I'll be a little bit quicker as well. So do listen to my video, guys, if you want to make money. Afterwards, I'm gonna take a big break, guys. You know, I won't need to be. Well, I like doing this. I don't do this for money. I actually just enjoy doing this. But yeah, this is where we're going, guys. This is what the Trump effect is all about. So Solana spot ETF is coming, guys. Q1, probably first week of January. That's going to be nuts. Expecting a pullback. That's what happens when ETFs are launched. So expecting a pullback of 10 to 20% for the price of Solana, and afterwards dip buy, and then we're going really, really high for the rest of 2025. We have VanEck, like I said, 21 shares, right? Bitwise, I told you guys, the smaller companies are going to go after that Solana ETF, right? Because BlackRock don't seem to be interested yet. But if you do see BlackRock also decide that, you know, do a 180 on their position of the Solana ETF, and they actually do decide to, you know, to get an ETF, that basically means it's 100% happening, guys. 100%. Yeah, it's pretty much it. Then I just wanted to talk about, well, this. I already kind of talked about this, but do be very careful of the past cycles in the crypto world, guys. Be careful of this, guys. Like I said, I think this is the second biggest scam. The first scam is Ethereum, right? But it's still gonna go up because of the options that are coming on the US markets from the traditional marketplace. I talked about that in my last video. I told you guys I did a 180 on Ethereum, not because it's a good quality blockchain. It's garbage. It's complete shit. It's actually worse than it was like 6 months ago, and I'm shocked how bad it is. But the reason why it's gonna go up is because of the traditional market finance, basically. Funds and sophisticated players are going to buy the ETF. It's cheap. The ETF is super cheap, and they can just sell covered calls against it and collect premium for their clients. So that's why it's going to go up. It's going to make the spot price go up, because market makers are going to have to hedge themselves and buy more Ethereum in their reserves. Not reserves, but that's how they hedge basically. That's why Ethereum has another 40 to 50% upside minimum. That's why I bought back during that low, but only ETFs. I did not buy spot Ethereum. I bought the ETFs because I want to make the money also selling covered calls, right? So there you have it, guys. So don't fall for those big scams. If you're buying Ethereum right now, it's too late. It already pumped again, right? And I knew it was gonna happen. And I'm not even in Ethereum for that. I'm there for the premium that I can collect with the options, and just understanding there's trillions of dollars of options a day that is gonna start playing with this thing, right? So it's gonna go up just because of liquidity. So do be careful with spot Ethereum. I would not buy that garbage with 2% fees per transaction on crypto, uh, you know, brokerage. It's just, you're just being scammed. Don't touch that shit. Just buy ETF in the markets, the US one. If you have US dollars, of course. If you don't, just don't listen to what I'm saying. And then the second big trap is going to be this right here, guys. This, I don't think this is in play anymore. I think it's all about number one, Bitcoin. And then a couple of names like Solana, and that's it, guys. That's fucking it. And the rest is going to be so volatile. You're just going to lose your mind. It's going to go up, down. And then at the end of this bull market, Bitcoin is going to be extremely high. And you're just going to look at your portfolio. You're going to be up maybe double digit. That's not enough. Taking all that risk with really horrible coins that are just worth nothing anyways, right? So just stay away from that. Stick with winners. Let the winners run, and just sleep. If you can't sleep at night because of all this crypto garbage that you're trading, that should be a red flag to yourself, my guy. And I think that's one of the second biggest trap. I think a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money because they're all thinking about, oh, what small cap I can buy and all these little. It's not about that. This cycle is about Bitcoin and Solana. That's it. And those narratives are easy for retail to understand, and all the people that are about to join in Q1 of next year, it's going to be bananas. Yep. So take care, guys. You're not here anymore, but I wish you a beautiful day. May God bless you.